called significance. That's why we're in this room today. I want to help you have a better life. We already have a pretty good life. Gave it up so we could do this, but we went through some tough times to be standing on this stage, because we started realizing as we were getting better and changing. Mainly me, Ria was she's pretty good to go. But success is about me. Maybe I can be successful and treat you really, really well, and lead my company really, really well, and be a really good leader. But you won't be what I'm calling a high impact leader, because there's Barneys. I call these Barney leaders. They use and abuse their people. They may be successful. They may be millionaires, billionaires. But if they got that success stepping on people, not really caring about their people, not caring how their life is, not caring if they come or go, that sort of stuff. There's people like that. That's successful too. But that ain't the kind of success I'm talking about. I'm talking about you become successful in a way that people want to follow you. Everybody's winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy you got a new car, you got a big fancy house, or you got a plane, whatever you might have. Everybody on your team's happy about it because they got a good life too, and they're working and they're growing and they're developing themselves. That's what significance is about. Significance starts with me, but it ain't about me. It's about you. Me reading every day and me changing my life, that was me working on me. But I ain't in here telling you, toot my horn, other than to share a story and give you some personal testimony. I'm here to help you have a better life. And I tell you this, if you want to make a note, you can find it on my website, bluecollarleadership.com. My cell phone number, the one that's right back there on my bag, 334-728-4143. I'm always open, but I ain't always available. You call me anytime, 24/7, 365. If you want to talk about personal growth and leadership, you need a thinking partner, you struggling, I ain't gonna charge you nothing. I used to get paid $750 an hour to talk to people like that. Today I do it for zero. I talked to a guy the other day for 5 hours. Then I drove two and a half hour round trip and went and met him for another 3 hours. Ain't charging him nothing, ain't gonna charge him nothing. I don't need his money. I don't need your money. I need you to have a better life though, because that's what I'm here to do these days. And there's people we meet, it could be some of you, they call us, they follow us. If you're on Facebook, X, most all of them, LinkedIn, we put out stuff every day. It's called Leadership Drip. It's the way we serve. We want to serve you every day. Every week we do a podcast. I do. Ria does one every other week. Every week on LinkedIn I do a newsletter. It's a Leadership Drip. Right here today we're spraying you with a fire hose. Everybody's spraying you with a fire hose.
It's a lot of information to sit through.
You getting soaked. You getting worn out. But you ever notice? Most people have seen these videos, or they walk by a spot somewhere and there's some granite or some concrete on the ground and it's just a drip of water. And usually what's there where the water's dripping, if it's been dripping long enough, a hole. But you call a fire truck over here and spray it with a fire hose, and it ain't gonna make a hole, is it? You spray it all day today and tomorrow, next week, you spray it for several weeks in a row, it ain't gonna make a hole. That's what's happening today. This is everything, and I forgot to say this at the very beginning, every single thing we share with you, you can take this to tomorrow's talk. Everything we share is meant to provoke thought and raise awareness. Whatever that thought is, I don't know. But you need to think about whatever you've been thinking about. And I'll tell you one little quick story on talking about John telling storytelling. A lot of times like I'm about to do, I teach this. What happens when you tell somebody a story, if it ain't about them and it's safe and they can just relax and they calm like this, whenever I tell you a story, like I did about my son, or all kinds of stories, the raft story, other stories you've heard, when I tell you a story, it invites the other person to tell themselves a story.
See, information is transactional. Stories are transformational.
In the story, let's say there's 70 people in here. I don't know how many. Let's say there's 70. Let's be 70 people in here. And I tell a story, and I tell it in a way that causes you to think and thought-provoking stuff, and you tell yourself a story, that's a story you need to hear. There may be 70 people in here just told 70 different stories off of one story. And I don't even know that story, but I know that story you need to hear. That's why we need to do stories. Some places we go, when we go somewhere there's a manager of people, like a Barney Five kind of leader, especially when I was doing process improvement. The first 4 hours on Monday when I was there to do a process improvement event was all about personal growth and development for whoever the people were in the room.